Now we have a parallel setup. The envelope and the LFO are working parallel. There are signals at here in the mixer, and then they are sent to the VCA. This time it's not modulating any frequencies, but simply the volume, at least at the beginning now. And when I trigger the envelope, this is what we now hear and see here. The pink line is the LFO, the LFO part here. This is the yellow cable in channel 2. In channel 1 there is the in-through envelope, and I'll trigger it right now by clicking this button. And nothing unexpected happens. Sorry. The volume beats go higher and higher during the attack phase, and then go deeper and deeper. So the volume beats are not that wide during the reverb phase. Let me put down the decay again, and a little bit less of both, of attack and of reverb. Yeah, here the blue curve, by the way, is of course the envelope. All right, and now I can take different sets, once again, different shapes. I put it like that. Yeah, so I get different levels, quite stable level first, quite stable level when we reach the sustain level plus the level of the envelope here, of the LFO here, and the second is just again when the envelope has finished its work only. The LFO, once again, let me trigger it. A little bit more of sustain. Okay, so that's not that interesting. Things get more interesting when I use the mixer functionality. In other words, simply the faders here. Let me go back to the first adjustments here with long decay and long attack and long release. But now I want to have the envelope more influence, so I reduce the influence of the LFO and trigger now the envelope. Perhaps a little bit more of LFO, so that I get more remarkable beats during the upwards and downwards flank. So once again. Yeah, nice. Okay, or the other way around. Less influence of the mixer, of the envelope, of course. Okay, I think things are clear. Let me now use another LFO to trigger the envelope. I have to reduce the frequency so that of this trigger LFO, so that the distance, the timely distance between the trigger impulses is not shorter than the whole envelope. Perhaps I'll reduce so release. Oh well, yeah, release and attack a bit. Okay, but what I want to show you now is I introduce a divider. Clock divider. And send the trigger impulses, gate impulses here in this case, through the clock divider to the envelope. And I don't want to modulate the VCA as a volume regulator, but as a pitch regulator. So I put it upside here, and I patch the triangle output of the oscillator, the VCO, directly to the output, and I use this way, and I use an additional LFO to feed through the attenuating VCA the quantizer, and from there I go to the volt per octave input of the VCO. It's so fast. So now I modulate this attenuating VCA, meaning I modulate the pitch range of the whole thing. Now let's wait. Every fourth clock the instru envelope starts. Now let me make it a little bit faster here. The triggering. Yeah, and now you see here the blue curve is the envelope. When the envelope is triggered, I get a different pitch range. And the development of the pitch range corresponds to the, of course, settings of the envelope stages. Here it comes. Perhaps a little bit faster, the triggering still. So now I use the same one and the same LFO for triggering and for being a participant in the envelope LFO additional mixer setup. So let me remove these cables, let me remove the whole LFO and set the triangle wave here. And now you see why I use the clock divider, because I want the envelope to jump in only from time to time, regularly here, only every fourth time the LFO has finished its cycle. The envelope is also triggered because I have patched in here the relation of 1 to 4. So what's going on? The LFO is fed into the mixer, and through the mixer it modulates the pitch CV come in into quantum and modulating the VCO pitch. The range of the pitch is set by this VCA, of course, and this VCA is modulated by the LFO, and sometimes, additionally, every fourth time, additionally by this envelope. So once again, what you see here, the envelope is the blue curve and the LFO is the pink curve. Let me reduce the offset. So let's listen to it for a while. Waiting for the envelope to come in. Less influence of the LFO, a little bit more of the envelope, and a little bit faster everything. It's too fast. Waiting for the envelope. Go on. And now I take some other adjustments here. And a little bit faster still. Yeah, so now here's a nice configuration of trigger frequency, what is at the same time modulation frequency, part of the modulation frequency here, and the adjustments at ins through. And when I say the pitch range widens when the envelope steps in, then it doesn't mean it goes only higher, but of course the range is from low to high. It can go also lower from time to time. Just one envelope cycle and then it's okay. One more, because I want to go it higher again. I want to listen to it going higher. All right, we've got the principle, and then you can do experiments of your own.